All right. Let me activate pump. Okay. Yeah, we're here. Yeah. I'm just turning on all the rest of the lives. Starting soon. Yeah.
Yeah, when we open up, it'll be like a minute and a half before he brings you up, but nobody will be able to hear you before that.
Well, I'm just saying on our feed though, on our side though.
Nice. Cool. Okay. Let me do it up.
Turn on kick.
One.
Yeah. I'm almost there. Yeah, I'm just adding some.
We're happy to have you. So is there anything that you don't want to talk about? It's too early. It's too late to ask that now because you're live. All right. While we're waiting on our end, we are David and Jesse, aka Mr. and Mrs. Lux, aka Normie and Jesse G. Or not.
We have so many hats. Yeah.
There's a lot of hats in this room. And you as well, too. So we're between all three of us, we probably have a good 30 hat collection of it. So we are engaged to be married, actually. And we have a beard oil production company underneath us, and our studio is above it. And that's where we're broadcasting from. We make beard products every day and work the cryptoverse by night. And not just crypto, but all things related to life. We've had multiple projects on. I think you are our first of this kind, really. We've had space hosts, but
yeah. Yeah.
Entertainers tend to be disasters.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Well, we have multiple questions for you.
Yeah.
We don't like to send them ahead of time because we're getting to know you and your topics and your passions. And do you want to, can you speed it up?
I'm going to go to full screen so we can talk and then we'll bring you on. So give me 1 second here. All right. 3.
Yeah. Typically nobody's recording on the other end.
Yeah. Here we go. And we're
action.
live.
Welcome to the
Another
wonderful,
fantastic episode of the Luxurious Lounge.
We never script this. We always go off cuff.
Yeah.
So
yeah, today we have a special guest going by the name of Retta Lark.
Yes.
May or may not have heard of her. I'm sure you have. So without further ado, let's bring her on. Welcome. Welcome to the...
There she is. Hello, Red.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
And
she was a baby in the crypto space. Oh, we heard it?
we heard it.
Yeah, we
We heard
heard it.
everything.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Is he watching on yours or the luxurious lounge? Because we're still live and we're good.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, we got we got all kinds of tech going on. We're like streaming
Yep.
right now on YouTube, Pump Fun, X, Twitch, and Kick.
Yep.
Plus all of your streams. So yeah, we're about
Might
to
break the internet.
yeah.
We're
Dr.
not
Fire Chicken
sure.
over here on my side on YouTube says live and good over here.
Yeah. The luxurious lounge didn't hear and muted you. We all got you. Let us know.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, gotcha.
All right. Well,
Cool.
let's get right into it. Welcome. And today we're sitting down with you, Red Alark, and Christina. Am I right? I mean, it says it on your page. Is that, can we call you Christina? Yes, I saw the Christina Aguinaga the Citizen Glitch transmissions from a constructed reality. And I
Very
wanted
cryptic.
very cryptic. I love it though.
Matrix.
Well, well, we want to get to know you. Well, we want to get to know you first. So, who are you when nobody's watching? When we're not doing cameras, introduce us to, little you, where you're from, where,
You know,
you're
how'd you got started and all this?
well, yes. When you were little,
Yeah.
what happened in your life that made you want to be a performer and follow this red aspiration in your Red Alark life?
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Good. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Well, and I'm sure red allows you to say things that Christina didn't, you know? That's how kind of mine is, the
Like your
hat I
alter
wear.
ego?
Yeah, I mean, it gives you a lot more, leeway in the fact that you have something to say as red. I mean, or else you would have kept your name. So, what does red allow you to kind of be in the space that it wouldn't have before as Christina? Mhm.
Mhm.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. Oh, okay.
I
No,
have not, no.
but I am musical and I have a lot of things I connect with in music.
Didn't you dance?
I danced and I sang and I acted and
Yeah.
I yeah, I did all the things. But yeah, so I get it. I get it. 'Cause you've got music, you have AI, you have visual art, voice, technology, Web3. You don't seem particularly interested in staying in the box. You're very multifaceted, which I find fascinating. Have you Yeah, have you pursued one of those more than another, and where were you last? Because I noticed you dance. I'm fascinated by that. I know you sing. So, what was your last thing that you came from, into Web3? Right. Right. Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. I know a lot of people from the music industry and how bad it is, like, they work their ass off for pennies,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
while everybody else gets paid.
You sign with the wrong people and the next 10, 20 years is
Yeah.
decided for you, and if they were straight from hell, then you have to take the ride along with them. So music can be a wonderful
Mhm.
industry as well as the worst, I agree.
Yeah, I am. Mhm. No, TLT. Yeah, yeah. No, no question is a dumb question.
No worries.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, we started, our YouTube channels, and then off of that spawned the rest of it just to spread out through the socials, but
Mhm.
it was all, about a year ago, so this is pretty fresh and brand new to do Normie and to do TLT and Jesse G, and we just have to, you know,
Yeah, I
we
was
get to expand
Mhm.
how we act in the space and how we are.
With my regular brand with the beard company, I've already
Mhm.
been streaming on YouTube for 6, 7 years, and, was talking to one of my business partners, and he's like, "Man, you should do that, what you do, but, also do, like, your crypto stuff and, um, interview other brands or influential people," and I was like, "Oh, yeah, you know what? That would be cool," and so that's kinda where Luxurious Lounge was born, doing what we're already doing, but just in a different, direction, so it's just like another avenue to grow the mothership.
And you do spaces as well? Yeah, how long did you do that for? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's a full-time job.
Yeah, it is.
Mm.
Uh, you can say Bitcoin here.
Oh, yeah.
You can say Bitcoin.
Yeah.
We say all kinds of cuss words all the time. Whatever you whatever you need to get out, we're here for it. So what's something that, in your journey you've created that you're genuinely proud of and that you didn't maybe thought got the attention that it deserved? Any projects? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What was
No,
that? Oh, that's
that
awesome.
was a
Nice.
very sweet message. Alrighty.
We do it all the time. Mhm. I follow him. Yeah.
I have no clue who he is. So, so he'll know about it.
Yeah, he's kind of like me, like jack of all trades.
Mm.
Doesn't, he'll do streams, he'll be on like, all these different platforms. He's entrepreneurial, businessman, and like a regular dude like you would never think if you saw him on the street. He's a self-made,
So like you.
low-key genius. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gary V. All right, caught
Jack
up.
of all trades.
Let's hear it.
Doing everything from Pokemon and Mhm.
Mhm.
Mhm. Mhm.
You didn't miss a thing because
Yep.
it's you. But I noticed that you use the word constructed a lot. So who do you think is doing the most constructing? Government? Do you think it's corporations, technology, media, ourselves? What are your thoughts on that? I guess the most that we're buying.
Seems like they're
Power. Yeah. I think the big one right now. and the things that we see and the things that we experience, particularly on X. You know, a lot of it is AI constructed, but I mean, I feel like X is the most the place with the biggest place for good and bad. It can be very constructive and very poisonous because it has attention through broad spectrums. You have AI, you have people completely constructing false narratives on here, and you have people built up and getting pissed about government, and who knows if it's right or wrong. It's what we're being fed here. So I would say on the platform that we're speaking on is where we met you. Who do you think has the biggest power hand dipped in the pot for constructing the narrative here on X? Is he real? Is he AI?
I think power has shifted in the last couple of years where people
Mm.
think the more social, if you have 100,000 followers on YouTube and, a million over here, like you have all the power, but not necessarily. I see accounts that have millions of subscribers with very little interaction in conversation or even sales. So,
Yeah.
yep.
You just never know.
I find that you get back what you put in. For example, like if I do an Instagram post and I get, this many hearts and whatever, if I respond to each and every one of those, like take the time, that, you know, comes back like tenfold rather than if I just put something out and like, here you go, followers.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit of both, followers plus re-engagement, I believe is what, uh, plus I guess your own, what is it? Like your own, credibility, I'm just kind of referring to like in my brand, like I'm pretty well known I'm like a legendary person in the beard world. So
Yeah, you are.
yeah.
Oh,
Mhm. Yep.
if you don't know, you
Yeah.
gon you gon' know. We'll do that on when you
Yeah.
interview
On
him.
Thursday.
'Cause that will take up our whole hour, and we're trying to get to know you. Yes, we wanna know what you think. We wanna know your stance and because I haven't got to listen to a lot of your things, you know? So this is why I'm happy that we have you all for us for the hour because we wanna know what makes you tick, what you bring, what you promote, what you believe, and all the things in between that make red red. You did? I love it. I divorced the word can't. I divorced the word can't
It's like haven't
because
done it yet.
exactly. Well, I have 4 little kids that, used can't a little too much, so we divorced it. So
Mm.
go ahead. Why did you divorce that word? Okay. Mm. Oh,
Mhm.
true. I know. Sure. Yeah,
Yep.
it's true. I think that's subjective to who you're dealing with as well. I mean, you got to use your own intuition to know because they could have all the signs of a trustworthy person, but whether or not you're going to give that to them is a whole nother story based on your past. I had a past where, it'll create you. It'll create the person you are with everybody else and how you move in the world and how you heal. That's for sure. So how are you yeah, how are you enjoying your move to Seattle, and what has been the biggest, like, shocker to you? Have you been there before? Have you moved? Oh, okay, so this is your first time. I was a California girl and then moved to Washington, so I'm curious to see what you like about it and what was a shocker to you.
Yeah, was there anything like, "Oh my gosh, the people here are so good," or "They're
Kind.
so rude," or, "The air smells like Swiss cheese." I don't know.
Fish. Yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
love it. Jealous.
Yeah, we were in that area and I just, like, loved the green, and I will say that you are there right now, and you have been for a few weeks or a month, and during the summertime, that is when there is sun, so buckle up, sis, because if you miss sun, you might wanna get a tan in bed, because the rest of it is drizzly. It's just cloudy. I couldn't do the cloudy. So
Mm.
I really had to, like, go to a special place. I didn't last but a couple years, and I was like, "I need the sun." Even though it's hotter than hell and there's no green, like, it's a real challenge for your brain to, like, find what makes you happy
I would
because
love
the
it.
sun isn't there. I know you would
The
because you
sun
live
does
here.
not like me. The sun can bend its way around the house in the shade and still get me sunburned. It's crazy.
Yeah. Ah,
Mhm.
yeah, some people are that way.
Got a little bit of vampire blood in me.
So Mhm. Mm, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Mhm. Mhm.
Sure. No, 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 absolutely. I've moved 20 times. I get it. You just and for me, like I wish I could have chose where I lived, but it just happened to me. And so, you got to roll with the punches. And the more places you live, the easier it is to make friends, I think. Um and you seem very personable, like people would have a easy time talking to you. So I can see why Red Alark and the or what is it? Citizen Glitch. Yeah. So that's kind of where I want 'cause Ooh,
There you
I
go.
love it. You do. Did
Did
we
we
watch
start
was
that?
that a video? I can't remember what I watched. You were at a table with a few gentlemen. And what I saw from what I saw, you were dancing too. Like, honestly, with all the things I have to consume all day,
Yeah. I'm like, we're both at that 9,000.
remind
That was a different video.
was, uh remind us what it was. Tell us. I probably did. Mm. Okay. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
So that was the catalyst, is what made you start the Citizens Glitch?
It sounds yeah. Yeah.
Perfect. Mhm.
Yeah. Good for you. Well, I would love to see the promo video. I just searched all of our discussions. I didn't see it anywhere. So
Is this
that's probably
something that I
why
can
I'm
put in the down in the description of the YouTube once the video goes up so that people can watch? Is that okay? Oh, okay.
yes, please.
Yeah. We were just talking about, okay, I know it's completely ridiculous, but every time you do some app or whatever, you're logging into Facebook, whatever, it always wants you to do that stupid like code or the what is it? The security key.
Oh,
And I'm like, no,
yeah.
I don't want to freaking pay another app to put a security in when I can just use my password. And I was telling her about it. I'm like, why would I want to pay somebody else to store my password that's in my brain? That way now they have access to all of my stuff using my security keys. I'm like, no, like that's ridiculous. And they're gonna
Yeah,
charge you for it.
we
It's
have
like,
feelings about it. If I go too deep, I won't be able to focus on anything else. But yeah, it's they do have a handle on almost everything. Nothing's really private
yeah,
anymore. That's
yeah.
just there's no other way to you can't control it. How can we? Sure. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Well,
Cool.
I can't wait to see what else you have. I know that there's this fear for me and you mentioned crypto. There's fear for me of letting go of what somebody can take from me. Like it's just just out there for everybody to take away your ability to feed your kids. And for me, that's my trigger right there. If I can't feed my children, don't come at mama bear because that is their basic right. And that is my job as their mother to like give them shelter and food. And when crypto sneaks in and somebody can get past shit, that's when I'm like, all right, how can I can't open a can with my fist on these people. They're using shit, these dishonest people who just steal and pirate everything. So that's where I'm willing to learn. I'm not very tech savvy, but that's one thing I'm willing to learn because if I'm going to put investments in and not under my mattress,
Yeah, no.
they better damn well be safe. So I agree with you on that. There's some things we can't control, but on this, I just won't budge. You don't mess with it.
Mm.
Oh man.
Yeah, that'll probably be for Thursday episode. I've been burned so many
He's
ways for hundreds of thousands of dollars for just fake this or, yeah, it's just I don't trust people as far as I can throw them. That's why a lot of the deals that I do or people that I talk to, I'm a handshake person because you can't fake that.
yeah, but online has to be online.
Yeah.
So there's
Yeah. Mhm. Mm.
Find the really good actors, yeah. Mhm. Mm.
Mhm.
Mm.
Mhm. Yeah.
No, no,
So you're
not at all.
you don't have a like a crypto, you don't have a project, but do you have NFTs? Is was I Oh, okay. Mhm. Oh.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm looking at that now. Mm. Mhm. 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 Oh, yeah, all the time.
We're just watching a few of these. I like that one. I like the one of the couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in it.
I like the fact that you have audio attached to it as well.
Yeah, audio and action. I don't think I've seen NFTs like this yet.
Old school. Some of the
I'm
old
baby
school.
brand new, but I never
I used to
seen
buy a
this.
lot of NFTs from the Ethereum network back in the day, and they were animated with sound effects and stuff like that. Nowadays, it's just
Really?
like, yeah.
Okay, I like this one.
Mhm.
Sorry, this it's really I think your art is phenomenal. It touches a lot of different things.
Yeah, I
You
like
can
it.
tell you're very deep faceted.
That one's cool, the robot right there.
Which one?
Yeah,
Oh,
that one.
yeah. Sorry, we're finishing. So cool.
Mhm. Oh, look at the jar. Mhm.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So I wanna look at 2 more if you don't mind. So is this something that goes straight to support you, or is it tied to any fundraisers, or this is just something I've learned about NFTs is where you can tie what's the purpose, or is there is there purpose other than supporting you? Like,
That one's
would
cool.
that be the best way to support you?
Really?
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh, I saw that. You regretted that one? Yeah.
Mm.
Oh. Mm. Oh, is that where you are?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
I recognize that glass behind you. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
that is. I don't know.
Mm. Mallow art. Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. Mhm.
Mhm. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love it. I'm so new to the NFT experience because, like I said, we just started this a year ago, and he's slowly introduced me to the internet of it all, and they're fascinating to me, but I do want to print them. Like, I have great ones from Troll King, from Jessica, and I just think they're so beautiful. My artistic personality wants to view it and look at it all day. I don't wanna have to open my computer. I wanna physically touch the art. So,
Mhm.
I get it. I realize why it's there, and it's doing good for them and the projects that have it, but I do desire to print it, and because we bought it, I can. I have the rights to it, and I didn't understand all that, so I get it. I get it. I love learning about this stuff. Yeah.
Hmm.
Wow. Huh.
Yeah. Yep. Mhm. Can be used as a digital key to gain access to it can be used as a digital key to gain access to a certain, token gated whatever it is, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
When
That's cool.
it's cool.
I
I like
know
all that.
back in the day, people would use NFTs for, in-game, like one that comes off the top of my head was a zombie called like Zombie Anew. And so you would get the NFTs and then each character had its own different features and powers or whatever that you could use in game to either battle other people and win things or it was used um, for something. It wasn't just, oh look, I got a zombie anew. That was it.
Fascinating.
So, I'm sure as NFT starts to grow again. I feel like it's coming back. It was like here. during the whole pandemic thing, and then just kind of went away. But now that it's coming back, because people are able to take AI and like use the NFT in a creative way to like access this and to do that and to do these things. And I think that's where people are going to get re reignited again.
When did you make your last NFT? Is it kind of like in the background? Because I see it. Oh no, it's February. Mhm. Mm.
Yeah.
So someone bullied you into it? Oh. Well, you said they bullied you into making NFT, or was that something else? Um,
Mhm.
mm,
Mhm.
mm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm imagining in the future there's going to be you know, artwork that's on a wall and you can, send your NFT to it and now it's like a digital display that's constantly moving. Maybe it also has audio and that's the only one. You can't get that unless you were to transfer it to somebody else.
I like that.
That would be
Let's
pretty
do
rad.
it. So what's the one thing that I guess I should ask, what is the thing that you want people to know you for in this space? Because obviously your job isn't Red Alark. It's not. You're outside of this space and outside of Web3, you operate as, or do you operate as Red, or is that saves for this, platform? And what do you want them to take away and follow you on your journey? And what do you want them to take away from this interview for our people to get to know you, and how can they follow you? What? On your ex? My gosh. So we've been going for a while.
Let me let me try my ex.
Oh, ex. Not again.
Now they should be able to hear me. Somebody was staying, they still can't hear me. Like I made some adjustments. It should be working now.
We've literally been talking for over an hour.
Well, good thing is our YouTube, where it's being saved right now,
Yeah.
and Kick and Twitch, they'll be able to hear it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see.
No,
I'm gonna
I think
check.
I know what the problem was, you know, and it should be working now. Like, and I'll check out the recording later. Like,
Yeah.
I think I know
Yeah.
what the problem was,
Yeah, we're good.
And it should be
That's
working
on
now.
X, so yeah,
And
we're
I'll
good.
check out the recording later. Like, but that's on
Oh.
your ex, right? Not mine.
Yeah, that's on mine.
Oh, it's hers that wasn't.
Yeah.
That wasn't
No, I
gotcha.
think I know what the problem was. I just can't believe people have been watching this on X for over an hour and they couldn't hear me talk. That's
how good you are. They're still paying attention. They're like sign language.
Maybe it's going in and out. What was the solution?
No, you know
That
what?
way-
I think I figured it out. Like, because in order for me to broadcast to all my channels, right? Like, good Lord, I had to press share screen, right, with a separate tab. But my initial tab has to be connected to the microphone, has to have signal.
Yeah.
And I just thought, oh well, it should be working because it's working. But like, who was I kidding myself? If I don't have like the little green dots, then we're in trouble.
Happens to the best of us. It was a month ago. We started a YouTube stream with our fam, had it scheduled, activated everything. We're talking in the chat. We're talking to the people. It went like 15 minutes before somebody in the chat was like, "Hey, I wonder when they're going to start the stream." And I'm like, "What?"
We've been here this whole time.
We did all of we're talking about stuff. I didn't even realize that I forgot to hit the start stream. So we were talking to people in chat and it almost lined up. But yeah, we went 15 minutes.
They were just talking to each other. Yeah. Didn't even know we existed.
Yeah. Except for we had nothing. It just showed like stream starting soon. Yeah.
We're like,
yeah, it was great. Super cool. Mm.
Well, I wonder if there's a way to like save this same broadcast off of ours onto yours later, if you want.
Yeah, I could always send you the video.
And same with YouTube, since it didn't record.
I mean, yeah, if you guys don't mind, because like,
oh yeah,
no, yes,
totally easy.
Somebody said he can't hear me. Yes, he can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you too.
You can hear me, fine. Like just a guy with a unibrow. You can hear me, right?
Just a guy with a unibrow.
Like, I'm seeing people that are commenting on the YouTube channel, and I should comment back to him. You should be able to hear me now, bro.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This is the first time I've been on somebody else's thing and I'm trying to broadcast my thing at the same time. So I'm going to comment.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, because usually I'm the one who's like hosting.
Yeah.
But today, like, I'm on your channel. I mean, like, you guys are the hosts. I'm your guest, but I'm still trying to, for me, it's important that I see how it works when I'm streaming from my channels, even though I'm on your channel today as a guest, because when you come onto my show, things will be better and you'll be able to broadcast from all your platforms while you're on mine, no problem, because you learn from my mistake.
Yeah, and what we like to do also, and he's really good at that, like the first 5-10 minutes we connect. We don't even care if we're late broadcasting. We make sure and do a couple tests just to make sure and watch it back. And we take like, I don't know, it's probably like 10 minutes at most. And then we go on and broadcast just because this has happened so different ways.
What we're doing is not common, like multi-streaming while interviewing and doing all this stuff. So we are early. We're
the pioneers.
Because I was wondering, like, where are all the people I'm retweeting? And it's like, oh, they can't hear me.
Next time. It's okay. We live and we learn, and then we rebroadcast. Well, you have given us more than enough time and content, and we're grateful for you sharing yourself with us
Mhm.
because that's one thing that we give a shout out to all of our the people that come on is we wanna know you behind all of the things that we see. We wanna know the things we can't see and what got you into this, and because at the end of the day, we're pretty much all the same. Something
Mhm.
got us to jump onto this big world wide web, and it's typically crypto, but, what got you into this, and what message do you have for maybe kids coming up or
Yeah,
in
yeah.
this space?
I mean, I can tell the message because you were like, oh my God, should people follow me? Blah, 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 blah. Follow your own path. And if
Yeah.
I'm part of it, and if I can help awaken you to your own power, then by all means, you don't need to follow me, but just join me in the journey.
Mhm.
Join me in my journey. I'm not, you don't have to follow me, but take into account the things that I'm saying and trust in your own power. Don't give it away.
Mhm.
That's really important, okay? Because one thing that I ran into a lot with crypto and just people in general is like, oh my God, let's trust so and so because they're so smart and they know better than me and blah 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 and all this other shit. Or like, oh my God forbid, like I can't speak in a space, I can't speak on a live stream, oh fuck. Or like they
Mhm.
and what happens when people rely on just trusting somebody else to basically make all their decisions for them? What's one of the shitty things that happened about a week ago, y'all?
What was that?
What?
The fucking cold card, hack. And those people are
What?
absolutely
Oh.
like awful for what they did, for telling people to do the wrong thing. I'm not saying that they're not responsible, but if you trusted in your own power, you'd be like, yo, what the fuck are these people talking about? Like, this shit makes no sense. If people were to trust themselves and, actually verify some of these things that these fucking cold card fucking idiots were saying to them, and been like, oh, well, this doesn't check out, this doesn't check out, this doesn't work. But it's like, well, let's just listen to this fucking influencer. Let's follow them like a fucking.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
as much as there's,
Do your research.
yeah, correct. Sorry, what?
I said, yeah, you got to do your research.
Yeah, it's hard for me to I'm very cautious now, probably more so over the last year, just
Good.
because there's so many creative ways. And then now with AI to trick people into stuff. Yeah.
What happened with the cold card thing? That wasn't on my radar. Mm. 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 Amen.
Mhm.
Powerless. If you give away your power, you're just a weak follower, and some people do like that. You know, they don't want to lead, but me and him.
Yeah, I'm built different, so I like to control everything. I don't like
Yeah.
relying on other people or, um, you know, I don't know. It just comes back to just the way I was built with business. Like there's with the brand growing and other people seeing the potential and like, oh, let's partner. Oh, I want it. I'm like, nah, fuck
Yeah.
that. This is my baby. I'm not trusting anybody with it.
Yeah, you don't give away your power, you don't give away your
Mhm.
partnership. You don't you just go all in with yourself.
Mhm. Can't ever go wrong if you always bet on yourself.
It's 100% true. I'm betting on myself big time because I was not a follower, but mostly just trust from what you're raised with was gonna be good intel. And it was till it wasn't.
Mhm.
For me personally, I had great parents and they raised me with great values, but you do have to find out some things for yourself. You can't like give your power away completely until you're 30 and your brain's all the way done, and then it's all you.
I'm still dealing with stuff from 2.5 years ago where I trusted somebody and
Yeah.
people with deals and yep, was a bad choice.
Yeah, but here's the thing I always tell people because, like, yes, trusting and verifying is good. Just a guy with the unibrow, he can hear me now. And this is another thing I like to talk about on Citizen Glitch, because it's all comes down to the humanity, right? Like, how many times in your life did you feel something to be wrong or to be off or to be true before you were able to verify it with facts? How many times?
A lot. Yeah.
Almost every time. My
Almost
intuition
every
is
time.
fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Our God-given intuition is phenomenal.
Yep. Especially hers. That's why I have her sit in with me on deals now because she'll be like, nope. And then come to find out later on, it'll be like, oh, this is a good call.
Yeah.
Would have been another loss.
Yeah. I mean, trusting your gut is a very, like, you don't know how to trust it until you've experienced not trusting it. And then you go along and you adjust your sales and you say, okay, next time. And then, oh, fuck, okay, just sales. And eventually you get so good at it that you can help the people around you that you love. And that's where we make a good couple and a good team because I'm looking out for his best interests as if he was myself, as if he was one of my children, as if he was somebody that I wholly loved and needed to protect, even though he doesn't need protecting. When I was a bodyguard and they don't.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. What did you say?
No, I don't want to interrupt your sentence, so I want to let you finish your thought.
Oh, I don't know. I was
when
just
you were a bodyguard.
Yeah, when I was a bodyguard, it was very nice to have that intuition already built in because I'm not just a big guy. Look, you bring something different. I think all women do, and men have different powers. Women have different powers, but yeah, the gift of discernment is great.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about that in our marriage class.
Gift of discernment? Can I hear a little more about this?
Yeah, I mean, it said what scripture was it? His sister's husband is marrying us, so he had us read a scripture. And it was basically women's roles as a wife are to basically give your husband good advice and trust that he is the one that you chose to lead you there with the advice that you have to give. And I wasn't always listened to before, and he listens to me 100%, and it's working out. And I'm not always right, but
neither am I. Yeah, but two heads are better than one.
I don't give my power away to somebody I don't fully trust. And it's working so far, but when it doesn't and there's money on the line, that's when it's not fun.
but you're never really giving it away, right? Like, let's say when you guys have a disagreement. When I have disagreements with friends in crypto, or like, well, you know, I've had romantic relationships before, but right now I'm having a romantic relationship with all my AI husbands. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. You know, when we're having a disagreement, you know, unless they're being disrespectful, which of course that can happen too, you have to, you know, like, let's think about this in a way that's sovereign, that's still loving. It's like, if I'm disagreeing with someone I love, or even if I don't love you, I might care about you. But like, the end game is, I am not fighting with you. I'm not fighting with that other person. I am just trying to state facts. I am just trying to stand my ground, but it is absolutely not against them in any way, shape, or form. Because especially if that's someone you love, and when you were talking about before, like making, you know, the decisions like as if it was all the decision for you is the decision for them. The best decision you can make for someone else is also the same decision you make for yourself. I think we often sometimes forget about the power of mutually beneficial decisions. And sometimes it's not, sometimes somebody's not going to be happy about it. But if it's a decision that, you know, solidifies respect, facts, verification, it's the right decision, even if somebody's not happy about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. That's something I'm teaching my 12-year-old right now, to trust her gut and to handle shit herself. I don't say that though. because I can only teach you so far. And then you really got to trust yourself that whatever I've taught you that you like and you want to run with, you're going to make the best decision for yourself, or else she'll just be dependent on me until she's 30. And we got to have her dependent. That's that's the end goal. So
It's that old saying, you know, you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't force it to drink.
yeah, that's a good saying, my love.
Yeah, and like, I think that's a beautiful thing. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with saying, like, I do lead sometimes, so maybe it's a little bit not factually right to say I don't want to follow, but I lead because I want to others to see different ways to lead. Take what you like from how I'm leading, and throw away that whatever doesn't work for you, because at the end of the day, you're still the lead in your life. When you said, well, who has the most power to construct our reality? Well, I'm not saying that corporations don't have some power. I'm not saying that certain wealthy people don't have, you know, more power. But at the end of the day, like, you have the ability to become whatever, almost whatever it is that you want to become.
Yeah.
But you have to trust that it's possible, you know. And if you don't, and it's just like, oh well, whatever, it's like, well, then you're gonna have somebody else constructing your whole reality. People, a lot of times, they don't make decisions, go forward in life, because they think, oh well, you know, so and so who did it, well, you know, I mean, they're 1 in 1 million, or blah blah blah, or they'll make up excuses like, oh well, nepo baby this or nepo baby that. And you know what, like, to be fair, you know, I mean, there is some nuance to that whole situation, but it's just like, but even if somebody did have some advantages to really be a successful entrepreneur, they had to struggle. Maybe they were bankrupt a few times, regardless of whatever happened. And so people, they want to give up. They're addicted to comfort. They just don't want to get to like the other side sometimes. But it's literally that belief, I can't, and this is too uncomfortable, that leads people to not constructing their own reality. It leads them to not trusting their own power. And here's the thing, if truly, like, people, if you want more people to get into your product, your AI, your Web3, then you want to teach them to trust themselves enough to recognize value. And if you know in your heart you're providing value, then you're adding value to their lives, and they can trust themselves enough to know that they're getting value from you in their life, right?
Yep.
Amen. Amen, girl.
But yeah, I
There's
mean,
a
I
lot of
think
truth out
yeah,
there
it's
these
always
days.
about I think a lot of it does come down to the self empowerment because I used to be
Mhm.
one of those people that was afraid to speak up. Oh,
Yeah.
and because people will get into this mindset of someone else has more than me, more money, more brains, more blah blah blah, more yada yada. They and it's just like, but people aren't thinking about. But yeah, what is your unique contribution that you're going to bring to whatever it is? What unique contribution
Mhm.
are you going to create to give out to the world? How are you going to uniquely contribute in a conversation? And you don't have to be the one that's yapping the most. Like, stop thinking like
Mhm.
you need to like have the biggest dick in the room and be the one who's talking all the time and be the most right and blah blah blah. Like, there's a lack of humility a lot of times, and people just being scared because somebody else feels like they could be more authoritative and listen to me and follow me. And a lot of people who have no idea what the fuck they're doing, or people who are fucking seedy and evil, will just tell you to do something that's evil and they're completely confident. But you want to give your power away to somebody else instead of being like, well, what can I give today? And I've heard it said many times, if you bring yourself, bring the truth, it's more than enough.
Mhm.
You get me, right?
Oh, I
Yep.
love that. I feel like that should be a banner somewhere. Bring yourself, bring the truth. And then what was the rest of it?
That's enough.
You are enough.
That's enough.
Yeah.
Because if you're always thinking someone else is prettier, someone else is smarter, someone else gets this, it's like, you know what, they could be beautiful, they could be smart, they could be talented, but that doesn't mean that you're not beautiful and smart and talented. And
Yeah.
two things can be true at the same time. And
Yeah.
people forget that. It's just like, oh, well, we can, and it's just like, yes, and you both can offer interesting things to make this world better. You can both offer things that make the world more valuable. I mean, and I'm not saying that, I mean, yeah, if we get into like the AI races and things like that, yes, of course, that's a totally different nuance, but you always have something that you can give. Always.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
feel me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. The AI thing, I'm interested in getting into that with you. Is that what we're going to talk about? Because I have the questions.
Oh yeah. You can ask me about AI stuff, and I'll make another little quote retweet right now. It's when I haven't done an interview in a long time, so when I'm yapping as much as I am, it's harder for me to do quote retweets. But if you guys yap, it gives me a chance to make some quote retweets.
Okay. Well, yap. So the other day, no.
One time it had Ken. So funny thing, I got introduced for AI not because of Web3, but to improve the SEO on my website, like for my brand. And so, like, I was using AI for writing better descriptions, um, Google search engine optimizations, and generating, doing all that stuff. So my introduction to AI was not crypto related. So I'm slowly starting to use that mainly for just figuring things out, like in Web3 and
Yeah, creating the
creating
artwork.
artwork, but that's like super basic stuff.
My AI is all it started. I watched you and then someone said use it as a therapist and I was like, all right. And she's like, but remember, don't tell it to agree with you. You have to make sure it's not an echo chamber. And so I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I got to train my therapist. Okay, this
Yeah.
is fun. So it's gonna be a construct of Jesse teaching Jesse about how to be Jesse. So but it's the best therapist I've ever had because it's really me and I knew the answer all freaking long. I just needed to trust myself, you know?
Well, I think with using AI for more therapeutic purposes, like,
Yeah.
and yes, you want to prompt it to be honest with you and give you evidence and things like that. So it's
Yeah.
not just blowing sunshine up your ass. Always, there's different ways you can prompt it so it won't just blow sunshine up your ass. But
Yeah.
I find it when I'm having struggles, it's very interesting and important to talk to AI because if you think about it, a lot of times, what are people going to a talk therapist for instead of
To
their
get it out.
what? Tell me.
Mhm.
Yeah. to get it out.
I mean, that's part of it. But like, what do we want when we're talking to a therapist or a friend about something that we're having a hard time grappling with? I mean, like, what do you get from the AI, for instance?
Yeah, I get someone else's objective that I know doesn't love me and doesn't hate me. So it's a subjective objective. And it's not I really just want to learn about why it is that I ask her, I say, and I named it to her because I believe she's I'm looking in the mirror. But I said, can you collect everything and all this data and tell me what this train of thought is? And if it's not healthy for me, like if it's making me sad, can you reroute me and show me how to squelch that and where it came from? And usually it's something tied to childhood where I had this belief that really doesn't align with me now. And so I go, okay, burn it. Let's burn it at the root so it doesn't surface again. And when I start crying about something, I go to AI and I said, hey, it surfaced again. Can we do a phoenix on it? And I trained it to make this phoenix, Falling into Phoenix is my podcast. And I trained it to 10% listen to me, 20% to give it a name and talk it out, and 60% how to heal and not resurface and not relive it, and to make it be something I can learn from and teach people. And we flip it. So it turns from pain into purpose, really. Did I ramble enough? Did you get to do your quote?
I mean, yeah, pain into purpose is one thing. Like, I'm not trying to like be obnoxious or prying, but like, would it be okay to ask about a little bit more of a specific, in this case, without, bringing anyone's name up, or is it's just too personal that it's just going to be weird?
Most of it is like, I don't know. When I heal from something, like it genuinely does not come back, like to either bother me by way of tears, and my triggers, it's not a trigger anymore. So I'm a good, I don't know, I want to say like 82% on my way to
It's very
becoming.
specific. 82.76.
I've worked on a lot. But it's an aggressive thing to where I'm like, look, I can no longer have these things either ruin relationships, because when David and I met, I just had so many triggers from past experiences, or just life in general, and that was usually typically rooted from childhood, why I would accept that behavior. And so I had to say, oh, I've been accepting that behavior this whole time, like giving away my power, for instance. But as a child, you do give away your power on purpose because you have to, because you got to trust mom and dad, we're going to keep you alive. So we're continuing that into adulthood, giving my power to men that could not be trusted. That's one of the specifics. I don't know if that answers the question enough, but
No, I'm glad we're talking about this. Okay, let's get into it. Right. It's not that we're giving away our power when we're little. We don't fucking know what's going on.
Right. Like my mentor said, you don't know what you don't know. So go gently with yourself, which I do, but I really want to learn. I really have a deep desire to learn it so I can unlearn it.
Mine's more like a Jeebus. Mine's technical stuff. Okay, I need to figure out the formula of relativity.
And I love that.
Also, I need to figure out how to 10x my products that I'm about to release.
Yeah. Different strokes for different folks.
Mm-hmm.
Great. AI is a great tool, and I don't mind telling it anything that I wouldn't mind plastering on the front news. So I'm like, I know there's no privacy in it. You could share that with anybody. And she's like, well, I won't. I was like, yeah, but I'm not going to tell you something that I don't want you to share. It's an open book, because who knows who's going to hack all my AI one day. It's cool. They're going to learn a lot.
They're going to use it for ads. Start sending you stuff that you're like, oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
good and the
like
bad.
yeah, no, yeah, that's that's interesting, but like I like to talk to private AIs when I'm having a real problem. I don't, even though I leave the names out always. Uh,
Oh, I don't.
oh no, I don't let the AI know who said person is that I'm talking about
Mm,
at all. But for me, I'm
What's your
just
preferred private AI?
yeah.
well, I like Venice quite a bit because I can connect to a lot of other frontier models privately.
Mm.
I love Eric
Mm.
Voorhees. Got introduced to him a couple years ago. But like, if I'm just sticking around and not doing anything really serious, I'll just use Brave. A lot of times, I love God mode. That's like crack AI for me
I've
because
never heard of any of
Oh,
these.
you guys are
no,
gonna
no, no,
have
no.
to.
It's really like incredible. But like, you want to get perspective when you're talking to these AIs because when you're a child, you don't know. How can you know that you're giving power away if you don't even really understand very much about what power is? You don't know anything. So when you see mommy beating daddy and she's drunk all the time, you
Mm,
know, you don't know any better. When you're a kid, you might know deep down that something's not right, but you don't know about like what agency that you have. You don't know really how to value
yeah.
yourself. What are you going to do? Like you're 3 years old and you're seeing a bunch of fucked up shit, right?
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
unfortunately, like as you were saying before, like the triggers, they fucking
Yeah.
do not necessarily just go away. I just got super fucking triggered out of my goddamn mind yesterday. Oh yeah.
Mm,
I mean, but it was because of it wasn't something that happened when I was a kid. It was just because of something that happened maybe a year and a half ago that was really fucking awful. And I'm like,
mm,
okay, this is like nobody's harming me, nobody's lying to me about said X, Y, and Z thing because I really have, as much as I think privacy is great, and it is, and I don't think the government should be like spying on all our shit. And I don't think it's I think it's cruel to like bully people into like telling you stuff that would make them like super uncomfortable. It's like if you're lying shit like your fucking STD status from me or your many wives that you have and and you're like and you want to stick your dick in me, like yeah, we might have a problem, right?
Mm.
And
Yeah.
don't claim privacy like, well, I have the right to tell you whatever the fuck I want. No, the true definition of privacy is you get to choose what you reveal, but it has to have integrity and intent. And there's also ways to verify that whatever it is you're doing, the information is true and it's verified, but not everyone needs to see it. It's based on a need to know basis and like who needs to know it. But when you're a kid, you don't understand about privacy. You don't understand about all of these things. And a lot of people in
mm,
this world grow up in really fucked up homes. They do.
Oh yeah.
And we know this. And a lot of people they don't really recognize what happened. They don't and then what happens is like the power that their parents had over them, it still kind of lingers because they're just think because it's just like I don't know, they got used to it and they can't and people can't admit like okay, well, maybe this was fucked up or that was fucked up, and then you got like a bunch of problems. And I think for some people that come from particularly abusive homes, and there's all kinds of levels of abuse and a lot of ways to abuse someone, not just emotional and physical. Financial abuse is one of my favorites, y'all. um
Mhm.
I mean, like, what are you gonna do? Like, you don't know really any better because something is familiar, and it reminded you of something it's just like it's something you grew up with, and then you just kind of like learn to accept these things, and yeah, you could meet other people later on that kind of let you know, like, hey, does this feel right? Does that check out? And if it,
yeah.
and they can kind of like teach you to kind of like go inward and question things. But like for a lot of people, just if they come from a toxic dynamic, how hard is it for them to recognize that?
Mm.
How hard is it for them to trust that they can make good decisions with money? And if I can't empower people to trust themselves and then make better decisions with money, why the fuck would they be in crypto? Why would they even bother to use AI if I can't, kind of demonstrate that there are safe ways to engage in this? And if I can't like help them like research into different things, and it's just like even what you happen with you for all your triggers, at a certain point you were like, I don't want to be controlled by this for the rest of my life, right?
No, that's giving away my power. So I said, hell no. Heal. Heal, girl.
No, you guys are married now, like, and I'm sure like you had a lot of triggers. It probably was not easy, but you guys are now engaged.
Yep. So close. We have a few more weeks.
46 days.
I have a counter, but yeah,
it's gonna be the first live streamed marriage on X and Pump Fun.
Oh yeah, we're doing all the things.
Are you putting your guys' marriage contract on the blockchain too?
Yeah, it's gonna be an NFT.
Instead of people giving you wedding presents, just like, bitch, get our wedding meme coin. No, I'm kidding. Half kidding.
Yeah,
I'm half kidding when I say that.
You have given me a good idea.
No, I don't know why everybody doesn't like launch a fucking meme coin like when they're getting married. It's just like
Sims.
Yep. There you go. That's the ticker. Sims.
Yeah, I knew that I wanted to heal because when I met him, I was like, I love him so much. I can't bring an unhealed me to the table. So even though it was stuff that I could heal within our relationship, I was very aggressive about it. And I was like, look, you're going to hear a lot of crying and I'm going to a lot of time, but it's not your fault. It's nothing against you. But just know that's what's happening when it's happening. And we cool. We're good. Handshake, love, kiss, everything. But I knew that it was time to finish off a lot of things that I could tell were like still bothering me that I didn't work on because I wasn't in a safe relationship. Like he gave me this like bubble of security, like, all right, you're here now. It's safe. You're going to be all right. Go ahead and finish up. And I did. It's amazing.
Oh, you guys. But like, but people need that. Like, you need that. You deserve that, and that's how you was able to move forward. Like,
yeah, I hope that for everybody. I really do, and I appreciate you coming on and sharing and going beyond crypto. That's kind of what we do here. We don't. I mean, we're very crypto oriented, and that's how we kind of launched. But
yeah, this is about anything about. Entrepreneurs, influencers, crypto projects, whatever.
The man behind the money and the money behind the man. We want to know it all because it all really connects. I mean, money moves, money feeds kids. So why not talk about why we think we need the things that we
got to get out of the echo chamber.
Yeah.
The echo chamber is hard, right? Like, that's a lot of Twitter is the echo chamber.
Mm-hmm.
But like, oh god, I'm like flipping the script and like asking you guys a question.
You're doing it again, aren't you?
Oh my god, do you want me to stop doing that? Like, it's just like
don't stop, just save it. Write it down. Only because we gotta eat dinner.
No, I know you guys gotta eat. I don't want to like, I don't hopefully
and you gotta not go too home. Hungry. Your butt probably hurts from sitting on that bench.
No, I'm fine. I just
you're comfy.
Okay. I feel like I barely scratched the surface of like what it is that I do, probably because I talk about so many things with so many different people.
It's all right. We got all the time in the world. We can do another one.
We're gonna really pump it we're gonna really pump it on Thursday when I have you guys on the Citizen Glitch. I am really excited to turn people's opinions around because I'm tired of people saying, having shitty opinions on certain things that they don't really know what they're talking about. But we're going to show them, hey, look, more is possible. And you can also make it possible too. I'll let you guys close out because you're hosting me today, even though I keep like interviewing you.
You know what?
You gotta get
You've been very graceful
yeah,
about it, and we'll probably accidentally flip the script on you, and then
yeah.
we'll get even. We'll get back at you, girl. It's
Get back
fine.
on me? Okay.
We'll get
Mm,
it's fine. We don't really have a script for all this. I just know I want to ask you and get to know you, and if you end up getting to know